Hello game devs! In this video we're going to be talking about Her Story. Developed by Sam Barlow, it's a Unity game that won Best Narrative, Game of the Year, and many more awards for its dramatic storytelling and its open-ended finale. There are the police who investigate the crime, and then there are the suspects who they interrogate. This is Her Story. Dun dun! We interact with Her Story in an old police terminal that's designed to mimic an early Windows 3.1 era OS. The player is playing as a character that's searching a database and can use keywords to search this database, and it provides limited results based off of the keyword, so 5 or 6 videos. It's a sandbox environment game where you can explore 271 separate video clips in whichever order that you would like, if you can find them. The story in this game is compelling, which is, I guess, human nature. We always want to know the reason for someone's death, the emotions of those that kill. There are countless movies and shows that reenact crimes from the past, popular TV shows on Netflix, and in order to get in the heads of the killer, it's just something that fascinates all of us as human beings. And this game keeps us going with strong writing and an incredible performance by Viva Sviert. We follow the story of Hannah and her husband Simon, who has gone missing. And we learn that there's actually 2 people, Hannah and her identical evil twin, Eve. Or did I say evil? Maybe not. Do they have anything to do with Simon's disappearance? Who knows? That's what's going on here in this storyline. The old school OS gives me really strong nostalgia, and it also provides me a narrative conceit for this game's sandboxy environment. You know, if this was like a list of videos that we could just click on and watch one by one, we would be bored out of our minds and we wouldn't get that kind of natural unfolding progression that Her Story is kind of known for. We're presented with a situation that I think that many users have been in. You know, you get to a computer, it's an older computer, you need to get some information out of it, but it's hard to use the limited keyboard and one button mouse or whatever it is. It's a limited in what you can access without knowing what to do. So you kind of have to peer through the keyhole in order to get a full picture of everything that's inside the database. So this aesthetic and mechanical cohesion really pays off for them. Although I've already lauded the performance, I should also acknowledge that there's the critical work of the set design and the wardrobe of the narrative that made this game really work for us. And it felt real, and that's probably from all the research that the developer did on police interviews. You know, he watched a lot of them before developing this game. The use of the video also really paid off, and even though Western games have nearly abandoned the genre of video games, I haven't really seen a title like this be popular or mainstream since like Power Rangers on the Sega CD, but it's a strong genre still on Steam and out there on the world. I've noticed a lot of fun games in a similar vein being produced in Russia, like She Sees Red, and it makes sense. Russia has a very creative film industry, and the developers there are taking advantage of what they know how to do already in order to stay within scope and do something really interesting. So I think you should check that one out if you have time. So what can we learn though? Sam Barlow also wanted to create something that was within scope. And the use of live video here is really smart for him. Even though the live video comes with its own challenges, Sam used it to quickly deliver like a much stronger emotional visual experience that would have been pretty much impossible, I think, to do with 3D characters. I mean, if you take a look at like LA Noire, you know, that's a huge team that's behind it, and rarely does it deliver a performance like this when it comes to interrogation. You know, narratively, the storyline doesn't give you everything wrapped up into a bow, which is also something that writers, especially new writers, struggle with. They struggle to reproduce this because they want to explain everything and, you know, feel smart to the reader. But what is really interesting is when they don't explain it and leave us to our own devices to think about it. And nothing, you know, not the whole outcome isn't explained. We're just seeing this window, and you know, we can kind of understand that this is also a window into the past. But you know, that's how life is sometimes, right? We wonder what happened to those people. Even with Facebook and the internet, it's not so easy to really know the trajectory of someone else's life or what happened to that one person that one day after you know, had coffee. So when you're thinking about making games, you should think about, what can I really do well? Although there are plenty of examples of live video games, as we've discussed, it's a little unconventional in this day and age, and it worked. So bring the talents that you've got Solve your own shortcomings and your own problems in innovative ways, and you're going to succeed. What about you? What do you think about her story? What's your opinion of the ending? Do you think she did it? Who do you think she is? Let me know, and I will see you in class.